You've heard of the year of the 5 emperors and the year of the 3 popes. Well, have you heard of the year of the 3 bishops of Exeter? While not as exciting as those two events, it is, to me at least, just as interesting. So, for some context, a bishop of Exeter would oversee the diocese of Exeter. This area would cover the counties Cornwall and Devon. The diocese contains 4 archdeaconries: Cornwall, Barnstaple, Exeter, and Totnes. And, as the name suggests, one of these bishops would be largely based in the Exeter region. The diocese was large and very wealthy, so becoming the Bishop of Exeter was a prestigious position. However, we're here to discuss the year 1327, so let's move on with that. We enter the year with James Berkeley sitting on the episcopal see. He ascended to the see on 5th of December 1326 after the previous bishop, Walter de Stapeldon, was murdered in October 1326. Berkeley's election drew the eye of the current pope, a John XXII, who wanted to put his close friend, John de Grandisson, who was the Archdeacon of Nottingham at the time, to become the next bishop. However, once the pope saw that Berkeley was going to become the next bishop, he decided not to interfere with this election. Unfortunately, Berkeley, like his predecessor, was murdered on the 24th of June, only 7 months after his election. After Berkeley's death, John de Godley, previously the Dean of Wales, was elected to be the next Bishop of Exeter. However, once Pope John XXII heard about Berkeley's untimely death, he was not prepared to sit idle for this upcoming election. So, on the 10th of August, the Pope wrote to Grandisson inviting him to take the see, despite Godley having already been elected but not consecrated. The Pope then wrote a follow-up letter on the 28th of August stating his unhappiness with the direction this election took. This settled the matter, as no one was prepared to disagree with the Pope's appointment. So, on the 18th of October 1327, Grandisson was consecrated as Bishop of Exeter and would stay in the position for almost 42 years. So, what happened to John de Godley? Well, he was the Dean of Wales prior to his election. The earliest record that I can find was in 1307 during the election of Stapeldon. It is also recorded that John de Godley received 2 votes in this election. After he was removed from the Bishop of Exeter, he remained as Dean of Wales until his death in February of either 1332 or 1333. This is the rather brief story of what I call the year of the 3 bishops. You might question whether Godley was actually Bishop of Exeter if he never was consecrated. I'd say yes. He is referred to as the Bishop-elect in the register of Walter de Stapeldon, and the register of John de Grandisson, who would benefit from attempting to discredit Godley's brief time in the position, state that he was elected for this position. So, while Godley was not consecrated, never enjoyed the privilege of the position, and apparently was content to go back to being the Dean of Wales, I'd say it still counts, as he was officially elected into the position, and if the Pope did not intervene, then he would have stayed in this position.